Oh my god, that looks freaking awesome. What's going on, guys? I hope everybody's doing well. Today I received a package from Super Bright LEDs, and I ordered these about a week ago. They came within the same week, so it was really fast shipping. I ordered these because I want to change the instrument lighting into a red look, because the Type R, it has a red instrument panel, which is the gauge cluster and also the central console, and this is me trying to mimic it and see how well it works. So you have to order 3 of the 194 size bulbs. This goes into your gauge cluster, and it's these right here, and I have a link in the description if you guys want to purchase it from them, and these are going to be the exact size. Okay, so now all you have to do is order 4 of the 4mm LED lights. These are going to replace the lights that are in the central console to give you that same red LED look that the gauge cluster is going to have. And this is how the 4mm looks. Definitely be more careful when installing these because they're a lot more fragile. If you're trying to change the cruise control lighting and also the emergency light and rear defroster light as well, you're going to have to order the 3mm, and these are going to fit into those. If you're changing just the cruise control, you're going to have to order 2, and if you're changing everything, all the buttons, then just order 4 3mm and you'll be able to change that. Now that we have that out of the way, I can show you guys the process it took me to install these. I'm first going to start with the gauge cluster because it's the easiest, and then I'm going to move over to the central console. And of course, towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you the difference between the lights that were there before and the newly placed LEDs. Okay fellas, let's get started. Okay, so this is how it looks all removed. It's fairly easy to get to. All you have to do is remove 2 screws on the cover of the gauge cluster. Once you do that, you pull it out, and it reveals the gauge cluster and the other 3 screws that are holding it in. There's 2 on the bottom, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and 1 on the top. You take those off, and you'll be able to pull the gauge cluster just how I have it right now. If you want to fully take it out, you would have to remove the wiring harnesses and unclip it. But I didn't want to do that because all I'm doing is replacing the lights, which are 3. 1 there, another one right there, and the last one is on the far end there. You just replace those and you're going to have an awesome looking gauge cluster. This is the light bulb that it comes with, OEM. You just plug it right off. All you have to do is just pull it, and this is what you get. And this is what we're replacing it with, LEDs, and it's supposed to be red ones. And I think there's a positive side to this, so just put it in just like that. But these are awesome, man. I think it turned out pretty well. I'm glad I got these. Alright, so I'm gonna just go finish the installation right now, and then we'll move over to the center console and then have these be red as well, so we can match the Type R look. So this is with the cruise control removed. It's really easy to remove. All you have to do is just pry it open, and it exposes the 2 lights that you have to remove, which are right here. And you replace them with the 3mm lights, and you get the color of choice once you reinstall it. But that's pretty much it. I reinstalled everything on the gauge cluster, and now I'm gonna move over to the climate control or the central console to change the lighting there as well. Okay, so with the central console now, you have to go to the passenger side and go underneath the dashboard, and you'll be able to locate this wire here. There's two of them actually that are identical. One of them is right next to the feet vent, which is right here down in the bottom, and the other one is right above it. You want to remove the one above that's hooked onto the gold pole right there that you see. Okay guys, so now we're on the top area of the center console. All you have to do is just pry these open. So you just take them out so you could reveal the two screws in the back. Let me see if I could let me see. So you see that screw way in the back right there? There's two on each side. Those two. Try to focus this. So it's gonna be those two, one on the right, one on the left. Once you remove those two, then you're able to pry this open. So this is my first time removing the center console, so we're just gonna see if that works. If it does, we replace the lights. Then I gotta fix that blown fuse or whatever. So now with the cluster removed, with that cable unsnapped, and these plugs are kind of hard to get to. This green one, so this green one's really hard to get to, and where's the other one? This one right here is even extremely harder to get to because they're flipped this way. So you're gonna have to unclip it from the bottom, and it's gonna be those two. So once you finish unclipping it, the whole thing just comes right off, and then this is the cable that you loosened up. This controls the thermostat. So if you want cold air or warm air, this is pretty much what pulls the lever to give you cold or warm air. So that's that. You take that off so you can take the whole thing off. Take the whole thing off, then you replace the lights, which are here. I already replaced them, these two. I just need to replace the two on the bottom. So you just flip it over, lay it on its back, and it's these two right here, and you just replace them as well with the 4mm, and they should be red. And you should have a red light display on everything, your gauge cluster, your cruise control, and your central console. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then once I switch it, then we're gonna turn on the lights and see if it works.